Hi, today we're doing Cal Academy String Set 2, problem number 7. So the problem says implement an ASCII to integer function. So we're given a string integer 897. Our output should be that string in integer form, 897. So we're going to do this in a time complexity of O(n) and the space complexity of O1. O(n) because we're going to iterate through the n characters that are given to us once, and O1 because all we are going to be storing is a number. We're just going to be doing math. So we're not going to be taking up space and memory. So ASCII, what does ASCII mean? So ASCII means there's a certain value for each character in the alphabet and alphanumeric chart. So how we're going to solve this problem is by using that. So we can't use the native, number constructor or the parseInt function. So we're going to rely on this ASCII chart. So to get the number 8, what we do is we get its ASCII value, which is 56. Now that number doesn't mean much now, so what we have to do is get the difference of 56 from the ASCII value of 0, which is 48. 0, so if we do 56 minus 48, that will give us 8. If we do same thing for 9's ASCII value and 7's ASCII value, it will give us exactly what we're looking for. When we do 56 minus 48, that'll get us that. Gives us 8. 57 minus 48, that'll give us 9. And 55 minus 48, that will give us 7. So that gives us each individual number, but we need to figure out how we can get the 0, the tens, and the hundreds place. Okay, so how we do that, we'll skip this part for now and just look down here. To get the 0, tens, hundreds place, what we do is we take a base of 10 and we multiply 10 by what our last result was. So when we first go through this, we will have our result set to 0. And what result is going to be the ultimate thing that we're going to return in the end. So we have a result set to 0. We have an index set to 0. And we have this is negative Boolean set to false. And we check if the first character is a dash sign or a negative, then we're going to set is negative to true, and then we're going to increment our I by 1. So that way, instead of starting at the dash sign, we are going to be starting at the first number in our given string. Okay, so now that we understand what those variables mean, we go into our while loop. And we take the res, which is 0, we times it by 10, so that would give us it'll say 0 times 10, that gives us 0. So that's 0, the first go around. Then we use this ASCII character lookup function called character codat, and we're going to pass in the index. So the index will point to the letter in the string, so the 0th position will give us 8. We'll get the ASCII value of that, which will be, of course, 56. We'll get the ASCII value of 0 here, that'll give us 48. We subtract that, we get 8. We do 0 plus 8, that equals our new res. So res after the first go around is it's going to be 8. And we increment our I, go to the next character, which is 9. And we say, okay, res, which was 8 before, 8 times 10. So that gives us 80. 80 plus the difference of these two characters, which is 9, that'll give us 89. So then we have 89 here. Then we go to 7. We do 10 times 80. That gives us, 10 times res, which was 89, gives us 890. Then we get the ASCII value of 7 minus 0, which gives us 7. 890 plus 7 gives us 897. By this point, we've already reached the end of our string. We ask if is negative is true, then we're going to multiply our output by -1. Else, or rather, if that's not true, either way, we're just going to go and return the result, which should be 897. So that's how you solve this problem.